pull the trigger, I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute. Regardless what you into, regardless what you get through, I feel like I got to tell you, you got something to contribute.
HipHopTalks.com Thursday night. We got the first interview that's about to pop. We got Xcalibur in the building.
Yeah, what's good?
Man, what's good with you? How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. I just living life, enjoying it, man, and appreciate being here.
Okay, man. So you from LA, Los Angeles,
Yes.
home of a lot of great rappers.
Yeah.
Okay, so how'd you start rapping out there?
Man, just listening to a lot of different styles of music. You know, for one, my style, I consider myself no style because I'm always changing up and trying something new.
Okay. So what got you started though? Like who are you looking up to that made you want to rap?
Honestly, I would say my uncle. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because I remember as a little kid, he used to get us out in the yard and try to get us dancing and singing and rapping and stuff. So he was my first inspiration. And then my auntie. You know, I grew up around her, listening to her sing, and she do her thing. So, you know, Auntie Jerry Evans.
Okay, so how old were you when you dropped your first recorded song?
I think I was 13 years old.
13. So explain the feeling that you had that day after you dropped that first track.
Oh man, dude, it was like listening to something I hear on the radio. It didn't sound like me. It was it was shocking, you know.
Did you like it, or did you feel like, okay, it's cool, but we can definitely improve on it?
I liked it, you know, and as I, you know, kept doing what I was doing and making different stuff, you know how you always look back on the old and be like, dang, I could have did, you know, I could have did this a little better. I did. So, you know.
Okay. So after you dropped that first track, what kind of transition did you make from then into the progress that you're at now?
Basically, man, is you know, I like working around, you know, different people, different styles. So I'm kind of picking up and learning something different from each person. So it just kind of carries me into my next level of what I'm trying to do.
So what's the next level for you? Like, what are you trying to do with this?
Right now, I'm just trying to hit world. I want to go worldwide with it. I want to, you know, I want everybody to hear where I'm coming from.
You ain't trying to be just local with it. You're trying to be worldwide.
Yeah, I'm trying to be worldwide.
So what are some of the steps that you plan on taking to make that happen?
Well, for one, I'm trying to keep these shows going. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with, you know, a lot of good people. You know, like I gotta give my boy $1 Bill, man. You know, I'm learning a lot from him. You know, and his advice goes a long way. You know, and then Natalie, you know, you just fixing myself in the position to, you know, just keep my wheels turning.
Okay, so you mentioned you're trying to keep the shows going. How important? Explain to all the rappers out there that's listening how important is doing shows to you.
To me, I think it's very important because, man, you know, you want to keep the people, you know, seeing who you are. You want to stay consistent with, you know, different areas, new crowds, you know, and just kind of get yourself out there so you can, you know, spread out like mayonnaise. You know, just after a while, you know, people gonna start catching on and finding out who you are.
Right.
What kind of advice would you give to like an up and coming artist? What kind of advice would you give them as far as this business?
Well, I would first say, you know what I'm saying, just stay true to the art, for one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the art is everything. You know, you got to remember where it started from, how it, you know, progress. And, you know, and if it's really in your heart to do it, you know, do it with a passion. And don't do it, you know, just be, you know, hey, I'm having fun with it.
Yeah, that's my pet peeve right there. A lot of people that just do it just to say, oh, I'm a rapper. Like, they don't do it because they love it, like a lot of people do, but they do it because they want to brag about it and get the Facebook likes and the Instagram shout outs and all that. Like, if you gonna do it for the love.
That's right.
Okay, so what keeps you motivated in doing it, though?
Basically just, I guess I pretty much, you know, I don't want to say I self-motivate myself, but in the way I do, because I got a thing to where, you know, whatever I do, especially with the music, you know what I'm saying, I always want to top myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to start something and, oh, yeah, that was good right there, then go to the next one and it don't touch me the way the last one did.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you know, the different people, you know, I work with, talk to, and, you know, been around, I see what they do, so they kind of motivate me in a way, too. Kind of make me want to keep up on my game, you know.
Okay, so
with that being said, if you could work with anybody in the industry, who would it be?
Man.
Let the people know. They want to know.
Man, it's a list.
Look, he over there sweating and wiping his eyes like, man, I don't know.
Man, if I could work with, I said if I would choose one, I would definitely want to work with someone like,
Take your time, because we ain't going nowhere until you answer it.
Well,
So.
I'll say if I could work with anybody, I would say someone like Dre.
Okay. So, if Dre was to call you right now, like, man, I got a session right now, get there right now, what would go through your mind? Like, what kind of track would you go into Dre's studio and try to lay down?
Oh, man. Well, for one, knowing the type of person he is and the kind of tracks he make, man, I'll probably just because I love all his music, man, so I'll just probably like, man, just give me one of your good ones and let me.
You know, they say Dre is a real tough person to please when you're in the studio with him. So
you have to go hard.
you'll go in there thinking you about to lay down the song, and you want to leave the studio for about 2 days.
You have to go hard on that track.
Yeah, I heard he did Game like that. Like, Game couldn't go home for about 3 days until he did what Dre wanted him to do.
Oh, wow.
So, but that's some of the stuff you got to prepare yourself for in this industry if you want to be on that level.
That's right.
So you got kids or anything?
Yeah.
How do you balance doing the kid, like, your family life with the music?
Yeah, it goes hard, dude. It definitely goes hard. Because you know, a lot of the times, you know, if I could stay in the studio, I would.
Yeah.
You know, and I put in a lot of time in the studio at times, you know, and yeah, it gets heavy. It gets tough, man, and I got kids.
Okay, so do they listen? Do they get a chance to check out your music?
Oh yeah, they heard a lot of my stuff, and some of the stuff I kind of, you know, don't want to listen to, especially my youngest, because my little daughter, man, she's a sponge, so she go sing it in the back seat. Turn the radio down or something.
And it seems like when a kid hear a song, they don't hear nothing but the bad words.
The bad part.
Yeah. Have you ever noticed that? Like, when your kid is repeating a song, she's gonna repeat the bad stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I'll be tripping out about kids.
Noticed.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's a normal recording session with you like?
Honestly, man, I will go into the studio. I could say I will walk into the studio probably like around 5 in the afternoon or so, and I probably come up out of there probably like 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning.
Okay. Do you freestyle?
I do a little bit. You know, I play with
you. Trying to spit something real quick?
Huh?
Trying to spit something real quick?
Yes.
Yeah, I go though.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Yeah. You know. I got that shit to make you open your eyes. Don't look surprised. I rise. I got the type of vocals to make these niggas commit suicide. Sure as I hide, don't ride. Got my boys one side. Hit the deck and I slide you panties and hurricane dry. So if you think that I be tripping by the lyrics I be speaking, here's a word from insane. What flows from my brain that lyrically flows from my veins. You feel a change? But wait, hold on. Double up in this gang. You pull a chain and get your frame broke. Knock them at your choke. Double oak in a croak. Get your face broke with your smoke. You puffing on your dope with no hope. Hanging the soap from a rope. Just so you won't get broke from behind. You wasted time. Pretty dominant to step on pedestals trying to get mine. I'm lyrically inclined to unwind in time. I spit lyrics that come from my mind. Hit music listeners in the spine. And as I speak the time, I climb up that ladder. I splatter all sounds that chatter. What's the matter? I'm a homemade cake with no batter. I'm like a cracker cloning over your town. I leave a frown in your face. Then I blow up the place. So what you saying? I can't drop the bomb? I come over to your city and blow up like Saddam. They take mine. I'm taking this world by storm, but never sworn to dismiss the side of trouble. They never see me coming, but I'm still gunning. For those who chose to blow me off, son, but not 1, 2, 3 times to defeat me and still deceive me in times you still won't forgive me.
Well, okay, that's what we're talking about right there. So, when did you develop the freestyle part of it?
It came with writing. You know, I used it for when I got stuck. You know what I'm saying? You get to writing and all of a sudden you can't think of anything else fresh off the head. So I would go to freestyling just to kind of like jump over that obstacle.
Okay, so which one do you enjoy more, writing it out, or you enjoy just spitting it off the top of the head?
I say a little more with probably like writing it only because, you know, I can kind of format it better. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I always just go to freestyle when I get stuck, and it makes writing easier for me.
When you go in the studio, is there anything special you need? Like some artists, they do weird things,
or some artists need that red cup.
Yeah, need that
double couple.
Mine is the mirror, man. You put me in front of a mirror and just kind of like let me zone out, and I gotta, you know, feel myself.
Okay.
So
like
me in the mirror.
I might have to try that one. Okay.
Okay, so you gave us some of your music. You got a whole mixtape out or a whole album, or what do you got out right now?
Right now, man, I got so much stuff right now, man. I'm just putting them in order. Okay. You know, I have a whole solo album, but then I have a group project as well. So, you know, I'm just kind of like putting everything in order.
What's going on with the group project? What's the name of the group?
Well, right now I'm going with me and my boy, Amaltai. He go by Amaltai. His name is Danny. But we got a little thing going on. We go by Untouchables. Man, he can sing his behind off. Other than that, you know, he go hard with that. So a lot of songs we did, you know, he's singing the hooks, or you know, he'll put a little flow in there and everything. So we going.
Okay, so you wanna once you get into like your Instagram and your Twitter and all that, where people can reach you at?
Well, right now I'm only working with Facebook. You know, I'm doing with that and everything. But I mean, if anybody want to, you know, find as far as where you can find me at, my music or anything I'm doing, you know, you can go to amaltai.biz, and that's where a lot of our stuff is, you know, because that's where I do all my work at, you know, from that studio, and, you know, so Amaltai is kind of spelled funny, so I'll spell it out for you. It's AHMAUTA. It's Amaltai. So, and you can find it there at amaltai.biz, and, you know, whatever you want to know about me or, you know, what's going on.
Okay, so won't you give the listeners something that they should know about you that a lot of people don't know?
Well, wow, that's good. I don't know.
We got them sweating with the questions
man.
over here.
It's all good though. I don't know how to put that out there.
Or any shout outs you want to give?
Well, I definitely want to give a shout out to my fam. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a shout out to my fam. You know, my wife Jennifer. You know, all my kids.
Make sure you do that, because she probably listening like that.
You know, I definitely got to do that. So you know, she home listening right now. So you know, I got to do that, man. And then you know, just to the rest of my family, man, my aunties, my mom, and them. You know, who everybody just back me up. I've been doing this forever, dude. It seemed like so, and they've always had me 100%.
Okay, so how important do you feel it is to have that good support system behind you?
Oh man, it's real good, man, because you know it makes you push harder. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you positive minded. You know what I'm saying? And when you got the right people behind you, man, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. Okay. HipHopTalks.com exclusive interview with my boy Xcalibur, and we're gonna get into this track "What a Body." That's the first track we're gonna play. So why don't you give us some insight on that before we spin it?
Okay. Well, "What About It" is pretty much like, you know, it's pretty much common, you know, but when I came up with the idea of the song, it was like, you know, you always hear somebody quick to go out and want to tell your business, or, oh yeah, I seen such and such over here. And so that's the whole concept. What about it? You know, so what, basically, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, so what? You know, you see me over here doing this, yeah, well, what about it? You know?
Right. What about it?
So that's where we're going with that.
HipHopTalks.com, Xcalibur, we're about to spin this track right now, followed by the next track. What was the name of the next one we're going to play for you?
Break It Down.
Break It Down, okay. We're going to get into the first one, What a Body, HipHopTalks.com.
Keep it locked, y'all.
You can breathe now. You was over here nervous.
Yeah, you